Yes, well, Robert L. Dean, we are fortunate to have another great opportunity to interview another young brother
Yes,
that is in the market today. Who
yes.
do we have with us today?
When I first heard this cat, I was like, who in the world is this? And you all, he is the lighter version. He's a lighter brother of mine.
Uh huh.
And he goes by the name of J-Nibb. Good morning, brother. Good morning.
Good morning, man. Hey, hey, hey.
Oh,
How y'all doing?
we blessed, man. We
Wait a
blessed.
minute. Hold on. When he called in, I picked up the telephone,
Yes.
and he called in, and he was like on cloud, like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, first of all, it is, we still waking up out here,
Yes.
and everything. Like he sounded like he done had his Wheaties and everything else.
I love
J
his spirit. I
J
love his
J
spirit.
J Nib, man, where you at right now?
Man, actually, I'm almost about to go get on the highway here in a minute, but I'm over here in the ATL, man.
Okay, so you in the ATL having a great time. Is it warm? Is it a good feeling out there?
Yeah, man, hey, right now this morning, it's a good brisk 79 degrees, you know what I'm saying? It feels real good. But as soon as it hits about noontime, 1 p.m.,
Uh-huh.
oh, that humidity coming out for real.
Man. So where are you
Originally
originally
from.
from?
I'm actually from Ohio, man, the double O. That's where I was born and raised at.
Now, what part of Ohio?
Um, well, it's a small town. The best way to describe it is it's 20 minutes north of Dayton, Ohio,
Hmm.
and the city is called Piqua.
Oh Lord,
Oh, God.
but boy, but he said
Yeah,
now
yeah,
we done heard about Cleveland. We done
Right.
heard about all
yeah,
the
yeah,
rest. He said
yeah.
Piqua.
Yes.
Boy, how big is Piqua?
Hey, I'll say first of all, congratulations because you said it right. Most people always say they say, "Did you say pickle?" I'm like, "Nah, man, nah." But yeah, the population there is about a strong 22,000. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
Yeah,
All right. And
yeah,
so
not too bad.
what got you away from Piqua all the
Wait
way
to the
to the Ed
ATL.
Hill?
Man, honestly, I was laying in bed one day. I was actually writing a song, going over some lyrics, and it was one of the 2 to 3 times I actually heard God audible, and He said, "You can go again," and I was like, "Say what?" And I wish like we could just keep the conversation going, but He don't do it like that.
Hmm.
So I remember then I started to pray, and I was like, man, I was like, okay, I was like, where am I supposed to go? And for 3 years, I kept getting confirmation from friends having dreams without me even telling them about Atlanta.
Hmm.
I would go to prisons to minister and everywhere, and people would just start talking about Atlanta. I remember in small little Piqua, I started seeing license plates everywhere that was Georgia, Georgia, and I'd pass trucks that say Piqua to Georgia and all kinds of stuff. And so it got to the point where it was just he basically just surrounded me with it everywhere I went, to actually finally realize that's where I needed to go. And then I got the release, and then I got here.
Wow,
Amen.
obedience is better than sacrifice. And now look at what God is doing for you. What does your name mean, first of all?
My name is actually just real simple. It's just my first and my last name put together. That's all. I ain't got no big backstory like a lot of people got on that. They're having a cool name. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I just needed one back when I started, and that's what it was. I know there's a group called 21 Pilots, and they gave like the background of their story
Right.
name, and I was like, oh man, that's so cool.
Right.
And then I'm just like, mine's just my name. It's good. It works.
But it's catchy. It definitely catches you and it makes a person want to know more about you. When did you start rapping?
Okay, cool.
What drew you to rapping?
Man, I actually started rapping and writing probably around 13, and it was because my brother, he's 6 years older than me, so little brother want to be like big brother.
Hmm.
He did a remix to this song by Rick Ross called "Hustlin'," and I thought it was the dopest thing in the world. I was like, my brother, the best rapper
Right.
alive. and and then so I remember then I did a remix to a song from Boys in the Hood called White Tea. And I did it on a little karaoke machine. And I remember I ran it out to my mom in the garden. And she was watering. I was like, Mom, check this out. You got to listen.
Right.
And she listened to it. And she was just like, hey, yeah, that's real good, buddy. Keep practicing. And then my brother gave me like a stack of his old CDs, man. And I remember Ludacris. It was his album Word of Mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the first actual rap CD that I ever actually got. And I put it in, and it was a song called Move. And that is when I really fell in love, actually, with hip-hop, from the beats he was using and his flow and his lyrics, man. And then ever since then, I just had journals and notepads, and I was just writing and filling them up.
So my question is that, most of the rappers that you just mentioned are all what they call secular rappers, all very dope rappers, in the rap genre. What attracted to you, or why did you choose to be into the Christian rap artists?
That was the same thing I was saying.
Yeah, man, this is it was a long, interesting journey for me. So I actually started out definitely as what they say, secular artist, and I did a lot of cool things, man. But God kept drawing me through that journey. I remember, man, I was in the world for real. I was, say at like this club that I was booked at, and then like the owner came up to me. We was at a bar throwing back shots and all this, and I would have random people come up to me and be like, hey, man, you ever thought about making music for God? And I'd be like, huh? Like, literally at the bar while everybody's getting drunk. And I was like, nah, man, because I never even knew it was a thing. I didn't know people actually rapped and made music for God. And then it continued from when I went to other bars or clubs, and even ended up being producers I worked with. They would approach me and be like, hey, man, you should rap for God, man. You ever thought about making music for Jesus? And it was for a couple years. And then I ended up going and getting into my church because a whole bunch of things in my life happened and stuff. And then I remember once I got really involved in my church and became really on my relationship with Jesus and really living for God, my pastor called me out one day, and he brought me to the front of the stage, and he said, the Holy Spirit told me to tell you that you're supposed to do a song for God. I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, all these years.
Right.
And now it's coming out the voice and the mouth of my pastor. And what God did, he had to have it come out of a mouth of somebody I actually would respect and listen to. And then, so I remember, it was a long story, but I ended up just going and finally doing the one song that I thought it was going to be one song. And then it ended up just being a whole career change. And I finally realized what I was supposed to do with my life and all that.
So let me ask you this question. You've been in the game for a minute now. Who are some of the artists that you work with, and who are some of the artists that you would like to work with?
Man, honestly, you said some of the ones I did work with too?
Yes.
Okay, so secular and Christian, or?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so J-Nibb BC. I did shows with like Big Sean. I got to kick it, and actually I got asked to go on tour with Bone Thugs and Harmony at one point.
Wow.
But the financials,
love everybody.
right? Coming on everybody, hey.
Right.
But yeah, but at the time I had to go and supply for my own hotel costs and stuff. But at that time, man, the pockets was real low, so I didn't get to go. But it was cool to be asked. You know what I'm saying? And then others like Twista, one of my favorite rappers.
Yes. Very talented.
Yeah, and then who else would have been? I had shows with Hobson and quite a few of them, and then now even on the secular side or the Christian side too, I've done stuff with like KB, what's her name, Fireflight, Blanca, Torrin Wells, and quite a few other ones, man. And I got some songs coming up here soon, which I can't speak on them yet,
right.
But there's one that's been a legend, and then one that's on top really right now, and I'm really, really excited to see God bring that basically come to fruition and really get that out. And then actually another one I just linked up with one of them I know y'all know too. He's gonna be on my new single, and it's looking real good though. You know what I'm saying? It's looking real good. So I'm excited to see what guys doing.
Okay, so I'm just gonna ask you because you're in Atlanta, and when you first came on, you sounded real smooth. But now I'm hearing a country twang come out. Well, what's going on?
Oh, you said I went from smooth to country?
I'm hearing a country
Oh
twang. And
man, look. So this is the thing. All right. So I've been told this for forever. Like even back in Ohio, like when I really started to actually like travel
hmm
and really get booked in places
hmm
before I even started leaving the state,
hmm
I would be like up in Cleveland
hmm
and people would be like, "Hey, J-Nibb, like where you from?" And I'll be like, "Here. I'm from Ohio too." And like so it was always weird because I've always get asked where I'm from, even in Ohio, and like so if anybody like is like takes me as an interpretation for like what Ohioans sound like, you can't, cause I guess I'm just a unique breed, man. Like I
Yes.
don't know, like nobody in my family sounds like me. None of them sound. They don't have a country twang to whatever it is, but yeah, I don't know where it came from, man. It's just it is what it is.
Well, let me tell you, we got brother Everett Drake from the Bobby Jones show and the singer extraordinaire. He's on and he's saying J Nib is awesome. Hey, bro, so you got folks listening to you
That's
and both on the traditional side and the
Yes.
contemporary side, as well as the Christian hip hop side that's really digging what you're doing. What's next for you?
yeah. First of all, shout out to Everett, man. That's my man.
Yes.
We met. Yeah, we met down at the Dove Showcase and stuff, and yeah, he invited me to come on the show, the Bobby Jones show. Man, we had a lot of fun. Everett a cool dude,
Yes.
smooth dresser too.
Yeah.
That boy, ooh, he cut diamonds. Yeah, he's sharp. um, but what I got coming up next right now is I got a remix of Bruce Banner coming out. And right now, Bruce Banner is my song that we got servicing the radio
Hmm.
and just been doing good.
Yes.
And so I got a remix of Bruce Banner coming up next. Then after that, we want to start pushing one of my singles called "The Moment," which is really dope. It's more like a motivational track. And I got one of my friends here in Atlanta. She's actually a master vocal coach. Her name is Michelle Lynn. She's really dope, amazing voice. And then after that, I actually got my new single we're going to be dropping called Trap House. And it's really dope. I'm so excited,
Yes.
especially once all this COVID passes and we get to get back out there and really tour and do
Hmm.
shows,
Hmm.
because this song is going to kill at concerts. I'm
Yes.
trying to tell you. Oh, man. Like the hook is so fire. I'm excited.
Right.
And then after we put that out, music videos, then actually got my whole new EP, my whole new project going to be dropping.
Hmm.
And it'll either be the whole project. I think it's going to be coming out the fourth quarter or like the beginning of 2021.
Man, your personality is infectious. I'm the same way, so I'm really loving your high energy because they usually try to calm me down, but I'm finding another person that's hype like me, so
Hold
that's a good thing.
hold on, Jay, hold on,
Hey,
Jay, hold on for a minute. Look, we got company. Act right.
Anyway, he ain't gonna have no beef. He ain't gonna have no beef with me today. What is your message to this generation? Because we have to be responsible with our platform.
man, honestly, my message has always been, especially, I had to get Jesus in the mix, man, once I got my life right,
Hmm.
is always continue to be genuine. I
Yes.
feel that is so important is to be exactly who you've been created to be.
Yes.
Because a lot of people always say they different, but really they're just trying to fit the trends. So you can't fit in when you meant to stand out, and we all have been created to be unique. We all been created to be peculiar. So we're supposed to be different and not look like everybody else. We're not supposed to sound like everybody
Hmm.
else. That's for the world. So let the world be the world. And if you really focus on who God has called you to be and who Jesus is really trying to get you to be and get out of your comfort zone, you're going to stand out amongst the many. And then you're going to have people trying to follow and get like you, and you will become the trend. So
Wow.
you have to just continue to push and be who you are. Believe in yourself. Be obedient. Be focused. Be determined. Never quit. Never give up, regardless of what life throws.
Yes.
Because we got the ultimate shield on our side and inside of us. We got the ultimate medicine. We got the ultimate redeemer. The
Yes.
ultimate one who can give us everything we need. So always be genuine. Always be you. Never give up. Keep God first, and you're gonna win. Can't
Yes.
nobody stop you.
Nobody. Now, how can people follow
Exactly.
you? How can people follow you? Because I'm sure they're going to want to follow you after this interview because this is a wonderful, wonderful interview. And your ministry, you can just feel it through the airwaves.
Oh, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Glory up to the big man.
Yeah.
So, you can follow me on all social medias at J-Nibb, just J-Nibb
Yes.
or J-Nibb, or you can just go to my website at j-nibb.com.
Man, this has
Cool.
been a pleasure. You are awesome. Set this song up.
Well, I got a question.
Oh, you do?
I got a favor to ask him right
Oh,
quick.
praise him.
J-Nibb, could you do us a big favor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, see, check this out. We're expanding all over the world with this GOD Radio 1. Over 21 countries that tune in on a daily basis. We're approaching that 20,000 listener mark. We want to know if you would just like the station and share the station with your people and watch that, watch what God will do because, we are a fan of you and we're
He's
going to be
awesome.
rocking you and we
Man.
need your people to rock with us. Can you do
Yes.
that for me, brother?
Oh, man, I got y'all, man. We all in it together, man. One body, many members. You feel me?
Yeah,
There
we
you go.
feel you.
Yeah, now,
Now,
can you set it up? Set up this
set
song.
up this song and don't hang up.
Okay, yeah. So this new track right here is Bruce Banner from your man J-Nibb.
Right here on GODRadio1.com.
Yeah.